Hi, this is Teresa Hauk, Executive Editor of the Journal from Rockwell Automation and our Partner Network magazine. We're at the 2016 Automation Fair event in Atlanta, and I'm here at the Endress+Hauser booth talking with Steve. Steve, tell us about what your company does.
Endress+Hauser is the instrumentation side of the partnership between Rockwell and Endress+Hauser. So our organization manufactures various pieces of instrumentation, flow meters, level and pressure, and analytics, along with registration equipment that's used in the process measurements.
Yeah, and Endress+Hauser is a strategic alliance partner with Rockwell Automation, so you work with them very extensively on a lot of products and projects. And I know there's a lot of excitement here about this product. Tell us about what you're highlighting here.
What we have here is the analytical portion of our portfolio. And what you have in this display is our Liquiline transmitter, our digital transmitter, working with a number of analytical sensors for doing water quality measurement. All of these sensors are communicating digitally to these transmitters, which means information is taken from its analog form, digitized, and sent up to the transmitter. Once it's at the transmitter, we take that information and we can communicate it directly back to the Rockwell control system using Ethernet IP. So part of that strategic alliance partnership between Rockwell and us is the development of that Ethernet IP into our instrumentation.
So you worked closely with their team as well to develop that. And what kind of advantage, how does that help your customers?
Well, it helps our customers from an implementation standpoint. When they're trying to put together a connected enterprise and bring our instrument measurements into the control system, they want to do that quickly. They want to do it efficiently. They want to reduce cost and manpower and the effort it takes to integrate those instruments and measurements into the control system. With Ethernet IP, we can quickly and efficiently tie our instrument measurements directly back into the control system, and the variables are there for the customer to use immediately.
And that's just so important as everyone moves towards being more connected, more efficient, and collecting the data not just to have it, but to use it to work better.
Right. It's very easy to get our measurements integrated into the control system so they're available. And then the customer, through the control system, using their Studio 5000 and their setup in the control system, can go in and implement those values in whatever process control scheme they're using them in.
Yeah, and I understand you guys also have a data tool that's been pretty popular here, so let's go take a look at that now. So we're here with the RSG45 Data Manager, and I'm here talking with Keith. Tell us about what this is and how it works.
Well, certainly, Teresa. The RSG45 is our latest addition to our Data Manager line. In addition to its primary function, which is to record data for later retrieval, we've also added Heart Gateway and Ethernet IP capability. What this does is allows us to take legacy instruments or existing 4 to 20 instruments that might be in a plant, put them in, run their signals into the RSG45, and then all those signals can go back in an Ethernet IP environment back to the control system for use just like anything else with an embedded Ethernet IP capability. We've worked with Rockwell to develop add-on profiles or AOPs for the RSG45. The advantage with this device is that we can use anybody's existing instrument, E&Hs, competitors, anything of that nature, and then migrate them into that Ethernet IP environment, which is something unique in the industry at the moment.
And for those who aren't familiar with AOPs, how does that help the customer?
It helps them with the setup. It helps making the setup into the Rockwell environment a little bit easier, so that they know that it's talking to the RSG45, and makes the transition of mating up the inputs and outputs a little easier for the people doing the initial setup of the devices.
So this adds a lot of flexibility, a lot of it helps with the standardization, and it really helps with the cost efficiency for the process.
Oh, absolutely. And again, anybody looking to update their system, their Rockwell system, into an Ethernet IP environment, they don't have to be concerned about all these existing instruments that don't communicate in that manner. This is a very convenient way for them to make that transition, and very seamlessly at the same time.
Yeah, and that's what everybody's looking for.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, there's so much more to learn about this and all the products that are on display at the booth here that we just don't have time to cover. So go to the URL you see on your screen and find out how they might be able to help you out. I'm Teresa Hauk at the 2016 Automation Fair event. I'll see you next time.